Sometimes I question if it's a good idea for me to keep the news on in the background while I work, because I hear some things, and it just incites goof in me. That noise in the background is my baby bunny. He's having his afternoon exercise, so, there's that. But, I just heard a story about this woman, this poor victim. This woman who she was at a national event of some sort, like World Women's Butterfly Month or something like that. And she was discussing how emotionally draining and taxing it is on her to have to continuously educate people on correct use of pronouns, hers being they, them. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Here's the thing with the pronouns. If you paid attention in your English language grammar classes in school, you would know that it is correct to use a person's given name. For example, if you're in a group and you're talking to Lulu about Janie, and you're looking at Lulu and you're having a conversation, you're not going to point, or you shouldn't point at Janie and say, her, that one. No, you there. No, you should say, Janie, I understand that Janie said that to you, Lulu, and that Janie should apologize. For example, hypothetical. That's correct grammar. That's polite. That's what mature people do. If I'm sitting on a couch and I am having a private conversation in the privacy of my own home on my couch with my husband, and I'm talking about you or somebody else, it's not going to matter what I call you, because you're not there to experience it, to be exposed to it, to react, to understand, to be affected by it. Your pronouns have no basis in reality or polite conversation. And if I am talking to you, I am going to be looking at you, so I won't have to define who I'm talking to. And I would use your correct name. Or I would say you. I'm not going to look at you and say, hi, they. How are all of you today? Is they, them because they have multiple personalities? I wondered about that, I thought, well, what happens if a killer comes in and gets somebody and then says, well, my pronouns are they, them? You're going to have to ask the others. Just stop with the pronouns. Here's a couple of pronouns for you. Stupid, dummy, diptwit, dipshit, dumb fuck, idiot, lunatic. It is purely ego-driven because you think the world revolves around you and it doesn't. I don't give a shit what you call me in the privacy of your own home, because I'm not there to be offended or hurt by it. And you know what? I probably wouldn't be offended or hurt by it anyway, because I have thick skin. I have a lot of skin. I have a layer of fat like that, I gotta tell you. So I can take it, unlike you thin-skinned motherfucking morons. There's a pronoun for you. Because, see, that's what I would do if I was driving past Tesla protesters or, incensed drag queens. I would point to them and say, look at those fucking morons. Those idiots. Yeah, so those are some pronouns you could try out. I know I do all the time, every day. And to the woman at the end of the report who got on TikTok or YouTube, one of them, I'm on there too all the time. Yeah, I don't claim to be much here. She was announcing that until the world goes back to something normal, that she is not going to be dating any white middle-aged men. Oh my God, the the universe cracked open. Oh my God, all of the men are so upset they're going to need therapy. Who gives a flying fuck? It's like when people were shaving their heads after the election. Who freaking cares? You're not hurting anybody but yourself. Closing yourself off from a race of individuals because you are that effing ignorant. There's another pronoun to try out. If you are so ego involved, if you are so arrogant that you think that you are causing a global rift, a ripple in the universe because you decided not to date. Well, I know a lot of women that don't want to date middle-aged white guys. They prefer Latin guys. They prefer girls. They prefer, middle-aged, middle-aged brown guys. Or maybe they like really young guys. It's a personal preference. How can you use that as a threat? It's like shaving your head. You're not making anybody feel bad about the election by doing it. Nobody gives a shit because you are a drop of water in an ocean of people and nobody gives a shit. So stop with the pronouns. God, I can't take it anymore. Really? I'm going to have to stop listening to some of these shows. But if you really want some comedic news, go on to YouTube and look up Lefties Losing It. That lady is absolutely friggin' brilliant. She's a highly intelligent journalist. I love how she comes off on these people. Yeah, it's great content. It's great fun. I love it. But it really just like, are you kidding me? So go ahead, shave your head. Go ahead, stop dating middle-aged white guys. They're better off without you anyway. And your hair was probably turning some hideous color from the fading of the stupid hair dye of the pink and the purple and the turquoise that you probably put in there, you dumbass. There's another pronoun for you. And until next time, do good and be good, no matter who you are.